Hello everyone, Oscar here from Stable Energies. We're here with Pagid, with Pat and Joanna, or Joe. Got a couple questions and see if we can pick their brain. First off, we're all here because of our same passion with motor cars, motorsports and cars. How did you guys get into motorsports and cars?
I think I started with cars when I was young, helping my dad in the garage, and kind of got into the import scene in that Fast and the Furious golden age, if you will, and kind of got lucky finding a job here with Pagid and being involved, bringing a mechanical background to it, and it's just kind of luck, I guess, as much as anything else.
That's good. How about you, Joe?
So my parents actually met cruising in their Mustangs. So they opened up a performance shop and then had me, so it pretty much runs in my veins. So I ran around in a shop like growing up my entire life, and then I started getting into racing and started my career in motorsports, and I wanted to make my own name. So a lot of people didn't say like, oh, that's so-and-so's daughter. So I've been kind of working my way in my own path, and so I've been in it since birth.
That's good. Different ways to get in, but we're all here. How did you guys end up working for Pagid?
Luckily, I live near the plant. It was one of those, I had no idea who Pagid was. Pagid, actually, when I started with the parent company, Pagid hadn't really existed here in the U.S. outside of a small portfolio. So, got in with TMD Friction, and we were able to bring Pagid to the U.S. with the help of some of our key dealers, and yep. It has been it's been quite a ride. But Pagid has been a great company and really good products that we get out to the motorsport world. It's
very extensive now, right?
It's growing, definitely growing.
Yeah, I literally started with Stable. I rejected a promotion, but I had to relocate if I had to take it. And I was passing by the Walmart, and I was like, wow, I remember that place from a video.
Exactly.
And that's how I ended up. What about you, Joe?
So I also didn't know what Pagid was. I was laid off in February from Motor Trend, and I had been there a couple years. So I just was constantly applying for stuff, and nothing really felt like the right fit. So every time I would search on LinkedIn or anything, I reworded it and retried this, and then everyone's like, just search Google, see what they have. And I searched aftermarket, and this popped up. And I applied, and here I am.
It's great. It's great. It's good to hear. From over the years, different trends, what do you think has evolved in motorsport? What are you excited about? And what are you not quite excited about?
Well, so there's been a lot of change in the brake industry, especially different elements of the friction materials being environmentally challenged. It has changed what we can make pads out of, but the cars have gotten bigger, faster, heavier, tires have gotten stickier. The friction levels now that we're seeing out of brake pads are higher than we've ever seen. And there's demand for longer life, higher friction levels, better to work, more ABS compatible. But it's great because you're seeing faster speeds, faster lap times, but safer. I mean, that's kind of what our focus is. It's racing's great, but you got to stop. So we understand that, and that's we've been evolving with the trends, and there's some exciting new stuff coming down the pipeline to help with that. So
since I'm a little more immersed in the drag racing world, I haven't totally gotten into this yet. But I would say something that's exciting is that cars are making a lot more power. It's a lot easier to make big power now, but it's also a double-edged sword because I don't love that because people are not. I don't like what Pat's saying, like the proper people set their cars up, but some people just want to make 1,000 and then they don't know what it's like to have 1,000 horsepower car. So it's good and bad. Yeah,
in our industry, we see a lot of drag racers, drift car guys. They'll invest thousands of dollars to make an extra 50 horsepower, but can't seem to invest a couple hundred in a proper brake set. So definitely see that a lot. This involves more of car culture. What car trend in motorsports or cars in general should stop? Just like, that's it.
I'm ready for this one.
Get rid of those damn yellow strips on the front of the Challengers and Hellcats, please. Please.
Giveaways. I'm so sick of giveaway cars. Every company is doing it now. And if buy my merch, win this car, you don't see any more content. I'm tired of seeing constant flipping through giveaway cars. So
Yeah, I see that a lot now for sure.
everybody's doing it.
Yeah, buy points, do this.
T-shirt worth 25 points.
Now that we've addressed what we don't like, that's current, what do you guys want to have a comeback?
So I am a big, I love seeing these retro mod road cars. I mean, there's a beautiful example right here next to us of this this old Mazda. It's like, I just love the grassroots part of it, right? The guy who, I mean, you and I grew up kind of the same way, where it was, yeah, I got a Civic and it's probably not making any damn torque, but we're gonna have a lot of fun with it and enjoy it for what it is. You know, like Joe had stated, it's you can buy things off the rack now that are gonna go real fast, but there's no true spirit in that, as much as like building something and making it your own. And I love seeing that kind of rebound. You know, we're seeing more and more of these one-off custom, like give me an old Datsun 240 all day long.
Oh, nice.
And you know, I'll be a happy man. So I just love seeing the rebirth of the old stuff.
How about you, Joe?
I hope the Camaro and the Hemi come back. Being that I am a Mustang person, it was always fun to have a rivalry. Now that there's nothing there, it's like a new Mustang's so fast, and it's just like, man, there's nobody to make fun of.
What's your most favorite thing about PRI that you've seen the last couple of years?
You know, it's funny because this is only my 4th year, so yeah, not that I have that I have a lot of experience in the business, but it was always from the back in the background. So I think my first time coming to this, growing up in Metro Detroit and having we have an Autorama, we have the North American International Auto Show. I love the focus being on the cars as much as it is on the products. You know, there's always some really cool builds. Every year there's one or two that I can't seem to get enough pictures of. Last year there was a C72 pickup, all carbon fiber tube chassis, beautiful. Just that I love, sounds dumb, but the glitz and glam of stuff like this. It's you know, we work in a dirty industry. The brake pads are not it's dusty. It's not flashy. So to come and be a part of something like this is always fun.
How about you, Joe?
I always have really loved PRI because the people who are here, the booths, the cars, the people just walking around, these are the people who are keeping the industry alive. So it's nice to be around a lot of like-minded people that want to either any kind of racing, any kind of parts. These are the people who are still pushing to make sure that we have this for the future.
With that being said, what's your least favorite thing about PRI the last couple of years?
As much as that we have the true enthusiasts, we still have, you know, there's still a lot that swag hounds, right? Which I guess happens everywhere, but you know, it's part of it's almost part of the DNA here at Pagid. We come, we build our own booth. We, you know, it's but I guess I don't really have a downside of it. It's yeah, it's a good experience every year. So,
How about you, Joe?
The downside, I feel like, is there's just not enough time. Like 3 days for some reason doesn't seem like enough. Every time I write out 3 people I want to talk to, and I end up not even making it to all of them because you just see so many people and there's so much to look at, and I just need like one more day maybe.
Yeah, I agree. Every time we do these quick meetings, never really have time to look at cars. Everything just passes by.
yeah.
But there's always try to look out for that one car that catches your eye. Like Pat said, try to take a lot of photos.
Yeah.
Nice thing to look at. We're lucky that we have that thing. Beautiful resto mod, modern LEDs, carbon fiber seats, and all that. If not brakes, what or where in motorsports do you think you want to be in?
Honestly, I had this conversation yesterday. I actually grew up working a lot with tires. I think a trackside, working with the crews on, and the, just in the tire trucks or whatever, would travel into the tracks would be a lot of fun. Kind of just something I've always been drawn to and been good at, and yeah, I think that's probably where I would go. I know I don't have the skill to be a driver, so I would love to work trackside.
Tires and brakes, a lot of correlation there. Works hand in hand. How about you, Joe?
I'd love to get hired on a team, like as a driver, but if not, I've always wanted to dabble in tuning. My dad's a tuner, but I don't know if my mind works like that. My dad's such a nerd, so it all makes sense for him. Like, he's a gamer, all that kind of stuff, and when he turns, I can pretty much speak the language when it comes to cars, right? But when it comes to tuning, I'm like,
that's foreign language.
Yeah, do your thing. So if I could start minimally just understanding what some of the graphs meant, I would love to go in that direction.
Nice. Yeah, every part of the industry has a specific person or master of its class, So that's why we love working with Pagid, because we get the chance to speak with Pat and Joe all about brakes. I always bug Pat about a million different things, and with their help, I'm confident to help our customers, our drivers, our racers, and overall, just the sport is very unique compared to any other company that we deal with. We've been developing relationship ever since I started. I remember when I first started, I was writing these emails and I never got like a quick response. But after my first PRI, met Pat, met Ian, the responses were like instant. So I think that's the best part about PRI, meeting the person you talk to every day, and just having a little bit of business and relaxation, try to kick back a little bit. So yeah. And last question for Pagid overall. What can we expect, or what's exciting for 2025?
So 2025, obviously, Street Plus expansion. Street Plus is a big focus for us. First time really under the Pagid Racing name that we'll have a performance line that is daily drivable. We obviously make great track pads. Always wanted to get into something that was a little more focused on your everyday needs. I think Street Plus hit the mark. We've gotten a lot of sets out there, had a lot of really good feedback. So obviously that's exciting for us. Some evolution of some compounds in the future here. We have a new endurance pad that'll hit the market this year. Long endurance, capable of potentially 24 hours at the Daytona race. So we're gonna see what we can do. It's always kind of been our Achilles heel is long endurance. Great sprint pads, great 6-hour race pads. But now to have something that can go 24 hours on a demanding track is going to be a huge advantage for us. So.
Yeah, that's definitely a great testing grounds for that. 24 hours, no pad swaps or anything. Yeah. We'll see that put to the test. 2025?
2025.
Anything to add, Joe?
Well, hopefully I have more knowledge because I've only been here a week. But yeah, I'm excited to travel and learn a whole different side of the industry.
Sure. Thanks for your time, guys.
Oscar, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you to you guys.
Sure.